Yo, what's up, y'all? Before we start up this video, let me try to spark up an interactive comment section and ask y'all, who is your pick to win the NBA Finals this season? And I'm gonna read some replies in the next video. I'ma also kindly ask y'all for this video is to leave a comment, sub up if y'all like it, and like it if y'all like it. Shit! Now, I've heard a lot of conversations surrounding the NBA product and whether it is a viable product in today's market. And whoever is saying that is not watching the NBA. I've heard people say that college basketball is infinitely better than the NBA in everything that it does. And that is a take. One of the takes of 2025. College basketball is a horrible watch for me. And let me repeat this, for me. The reason as to why this is the case is because there is so much less talent and it is so far below the actual skill level of the NBA. It is literally like they are playing two different sports. Like the only time I'll probably watch a college game is when I'm looking at a draft prospect that my team could potentially draft. That's probably it. Shout out Rob Dillingham though. That boy's college film is crazy. But whoever believes that college basketball is better than the NBA in every aspect, you know, I'm gonna just leave it there. Anyways, let me stop yapping and dive into the main reasons as to why I believe the NBA product is better than ever, but casual fans can't see why. Starting with my first point. LeBron James. Now, how the NBA is covered in the media is basically the only input from a quote-unquote professional that casual fans see on a regular day-to-day basis. And the only thing I see from the media today is negativity. Negativity is the name of the game. Negativity, negativity, negativity. And here are some examples of it.
I am pleading with LeBron James as a father. Stop this. Stop this. We all know that Bronny James is in the NBA because of his dad.
Hey, impressed with the Houston Rockets? They don't have any idea how to play basketball.
I never brought up really and never really discussed why you were not at Kobe Bryant's memorial service.
It goes on, conversations goes on in that locker room, and players know what their stats are.
Are you sitting here and saying Nikola Jokic is having his numbers padded? Is that what you're saying?
You heard what the hell I said.
That man put his hands on me, I would have immediately swung on him. Immediately.
Now, I don't know why people who have a job to cover a sport usually don't have anything good to say about said sport. Like, I feel like it would be beneficial to promote the game in a positive way. Like, it seems like nobody has a love for the game anymore. What happened to the game I love? What happened to the game that I appreciate? What happened to the game that I adore so much? Nah, but if I'ma be for real, if all you hear is negativity around the league that you were trying to watch, you will eventually be turned off at some point if you are someone who is just trying to watch hoops as a casual. Also, another issue with the media is that they only cover the big market teams in the NBA. You won't hear a peep from media members about Detroit, Memphis, Indiana, etc. Also, the two best teams in the NBA, which are Cleveland and OKC, are not being talked about enough even though they're on pace for 65 plus wins and have a net rating of above 10. These are two indicators of a championship level team and nobody is talking about them. Why? Because everyone is just talking about the Los Angeles Lakers. My apologies to Lakers fans, I just wanted to get a point across. Anyways, what other sports league is covered like this? This deadass seems like an inside job to destroy the perception of the league because it seems like there's only a select few that care about the game that cover it. Tim Legler. But anyways, the wide majority of them simply don't watch or care about the NBA, it seems like. I'm talking about you, Shaq. I don't watch Detroit. Okay. Anyways, let's move on to the next topic. LeBron James. So this kind of coincides with the media because they spread false narratives about the NBA and everybody just runs with it. So one of these false narratives, well, actually it's not just one but a few. Anyway, one of these false narratives started at the beginning of this NBA season because the ratings were down, the TV ratings. And people tried to rationalize it by saying the game is homogenized now.
I mean, it is true. Everyone just shoots threes, layups, and dunks. Nobody plays defense. Everyone plays the same. That's why I don't watch the NBA anymore.
What? When's the last time you watched the NBA?
I don't know. Is KD still on the Warriors?
Excuse me?
What?
Never mind. Anyways, what I was trying to get at is these criticisms of the game aren't even true. Do you know why NBA teams are shooting more threes now?
Why?
Because back in the day, they were shooting spot up twos, and believe it or not, if you take a few steps back, they reward you one more point, which makes the shot a much more efficient shot even if you miss it a little bit more. And guess what? That spot up midi y'all adore so much back in the day, it's worth just as much as this. Like the most efficient shots in basketball are layups, dunks, and threes. Obviously, NBA teams are shooting these shots the most now. The NBA is just smarter as a whole, and the only players that are given a green light to shoot middies are the leading scorers on your team. There are some exceptions, but they are most likely efficient from there.
I mean, yes, that's true, but that doesn't make sense as to why every team in the NBA plays the exact same. Nobody plays defense, and everybody just spams threes.
That's just not true. Okay, let's go over which 5 teams have the best offensive rating in the league. Number 1, the Cavs. Number 2, the Celtics. Number 3, the Nuggets. Number 4, the Oklahoma City Thunder. And number 5, the New York Knicks. Then let's see where these teams rank in 3-point attempts across the league. Go ahead, you can pause it to where you see they are. Now tell me how everyone is playing the same exact way? How?
Okay, you got me there, I'm not gonna lie, but can you please explain to me why nobody plays defense?
No, I won't. I'm not going to go in depth at least, because the reason why you think people play defense is because nobody is scoring 60 points in 48 minutes anymore. The league has just evolved and the court is so much more spaced out, and defenders have to cover so much more ground than back in the day. Also, players are just much more advanced and skilled. I'm sorry if that sounds like an insult, but it's not. Sports evolve over time.
Wow, thank you for educating me, man. What's your name?
My name is Abdi Has Takes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a lame ass name.
What?
LeBron James. LeBron James. LeBron James.
Another thing that clouds people's perception of today's NBA is nostalgia. Nostalgia, nostalgia, nostalgia. This is aimed at the old heads who say, "Man, these dudes are soft. Back in my day when we saw someone go off for a layup, we hit him with a monkey wrench." Brother, that is assault. What the f? Man, I do not care. That's how we used to play. But you know that LeBron guy y'all rave so much about? Yeah? He could never survive in the 80s. He's too goddamn soft. He is 6'9", 250 pounds. Brother, what are you talking about? I said he's too goddamn soft. Okay. So you think LeBron couldn't have played back then? Hell no! Okay, so you don't think he could have played back then when Muggsy Bogues had a full-length career? That guy was 5'3". He had that dog in him. You know what? Yeah, he did have that dog in him. Thank you. Yeah. Anyways, it's safe to say that people who compare eras like they are two different sports are clearly lying to themselves. basketball is basketball, and maybe the past and present of basketball are both enjoyable products.
Never! Larry Bird would work anyone in the league!
Hunk, take a nap. God.
Whatever!
Alright, let's move on to the next topic.
LeBron James. LeBron James. LeBron James.
Now, this is an aspect of the NBA that has changed, and not for the better. Rivalries. Rivalries have become a diluted part of the NBA. Just think of any NBA rivalries that are still alive and thriving today. I bet you didn't say any historical rivalries, and the reason you didn't is because there isn't any. These are all rivalries that have developed since last season, and most of them are just one-sided. The Timberwolves have owned the Nuggets since they won last year's series. The Nuggets have owned the Lakers for 2 straight years, and a main integral part of the rivalry is in Dallas. The Bucks and Pacers is kind of a rivalry, but the Pacers really just lucked their way into winning that series with Giannis not even playing. Also, the Bucks have just beaten the Pacers every time they played this year except for that crazy ass Halliburton game winner. That shit was nasty, I'm not gonna lie to you. Anyways, back to discussing rivalries. Now, every single rivalry or brewing rivalry has been diffused because of player movement. The league is star driven, and player movement is a story in itself, but it comes at the cost of rivalries. When players switch teams every other year, it becomes impossible to build historical rivalries because there's no continuity. Some recent day rivalries that were amazing at the time before they were over were the Butler-led Heat versus the Tatum-led Celtics. Man, this rivalry was crazy. This saved the Eastern Conference from being a snooze fest every other year, I'm not gonna lie to you. Next, we got the Luka-led Mavericks versus the Booker-led Suns. Man, this rivalry was special before the Suns got a new owner and made the team stinky. PU. And before the Mavs GM traded Luka for no reason. Well, actually, it wasn't for no reason. The owners were the ones really behind it because they didn't want to pay Luka. And on top of that, they're trying to open a casino in that arena. The Adelson family, who owns the team now, has been pushing heavy to legalize gambling in Texas. And some people think they tanked the team on purpose to make that happen. Lower attendance, upset fans, and suddenly gambling looks like the solution to bring in more revenue. And if that's not crazy enough, some folks believe this could even be a setup to move the team to Vegas, where the owners already got deep casino ties. It's already conspiracy theory, but hey, I believe that shit. Conspiracy theory Abdi out. Anyways, that rivalry was special, man. Like, rivalries in the NBA aren't the same, but there will always be storylines in basketball. Always. Anyways, that was the end of the video. Hope y'all liked it, and peace out.